I want to use as the subject until it's gone. I sat up this morning, my mind was heavy on death. Sat up this morning thinking about different ways to take my life. I was thinking about my past, how I have to fight family, I had to fight so-called friends, I had to fight those who said they loved me, I had to fight those who said they cared, I had to fight. I sat there and I was shaking and I was in tears because I was terrified. There's two ways I've kind of done it nice and quick, but God intervened. He sent two comforters to step into the death circle. They kept screaming, "Can you got this? Can you win? Can you keep fighting?" And I told them I can't do it. I'm tired of suffering. They don't hear me. They choose to ignore me. They only care about materialistics, but they don't care about my life. They want me dead. They want to see me done. They want to see me down. But if she said these powerful words, I'm going to leave you with this. We all are crucified by our so-called loved ones. We are crucified by the flesh. We are crucified by everything that is going on. They will crucify you in front of everything, and they will bury you for nothing. But you have the obligation to look them in the face and say, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Every tongue that rise up against thee shall fall before the judgment of the Lord. I faced so much. I've dealt with so much. It's not finished. But see, they wouldn't understand until it's finally gone. That's when the fake tears would have calmed down. That's when they would have moped their heads. That's when they would have cried about how much the funeral was going to cost. But it's not going to be no funeral. I have two angels that's at the feet. Matter of fact, scratch, it's not at the feet, that stand beside me. If it wasn't for those two, my queen would be giving my eulogy. I'm not ashamed to share this. If she had to smack some sense into me, she had to let me know that we are still going to be crucified even until the end of death. If you look at it, Christ was crucified by his own people. Christ was cast down to death by his own people, but he still rose with all power in his hand. I'm not God, but I know that I'm going to have to face crucifixion mentally. Because see, it feels like physically you're on the cross. You're pleading them to let you down. But they care about this, or cars, or houses, but they don't care about that. They're playing with your life. She had my buddy speak to me, and she said, "Kenny, fight, 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 fight." And I sat there, and I said, I have a baby cheering for me, and my own people are casting me down. So I had to make a decision. What do I want to do? Rise up or kneel down? I would have sent this message to anybody. If you have anything in life that you want to do, don't allow your enemies to stop you. Don't allow your enemies to hinder you. Don't allow your enemies to keep persecuting you. Keep fighting. You will get to where you need to be. I promise you. use me as an example. This morning could have been my last day. It could have been my last day. My will is already written up. And see, most people don't understand. You could be any age and you could write a will. And my friend Justice called me and she said, Kenya, how are you doing? I said, I almost took my life this morning. And she said, Kenya, you still alive though? She said, that's the biggest shocking in my life. I said, why? And she said, Kenya, I see it. I know you're not making none of it. I see it. I've been around you too many times. You dealt with all that and you're still alive. She said, the devil has given you your eviction notice. What you do with it? I said, I gave it back. Your enemies are doing what they doing because they want you gone. But take care of your life. Take care of what your goals is. Do what you gotta do for yourself. Don't give up. Don't give in. See, I'm fighting this with just me and 2 other people. I'm fighting my mental illness. I'm fighting physical illness. I know there's people out there that's laughing, that has laughed at my illnesses, the system, and y'all know who I'm talking about, has laughed at that. But I'm not gonna give up. That apartment I need, I'm gonna fight for it. That car, well, I know I gotta get my apartment, but I'm still gonna fight for it. I'm gonna do this by my own. But I also have 2 comforters to make sure I'm still alive. I wrote in my will that and it was hard for me to write this because I never knew at a young age I would be writing this up. But I made a promise to one of my comforters that I would continue to fight. It's hard when you're fighting illness. And you get crying out to people and people turn their back or they kneel before somebody who is not going to do nothing and ignore you. But see, those are the ones that are going to be taken in class. They're going to have to take notes. That you can't label yourself somebody and do something totally different. I've been spit in my face too many times. But I thank God for this comforter. I want to leave you with this. At the end of the cross, there is a way. They nailed me to the cross, and I bled all the way. My enemies have plotted against me. They tried to kill me. They tried to destroy me. They tried to end me. But by that cross I stand, by God's feet. They will begin. I dare not trust the devil's words again. I will walk with God even until the end. My hand of God is on the word. My words is spoken. My words is spoken. I lay at the feet of God until the end I stand. My enemies want me dead. Once again, I've cried out and I cried out, but they ignored me again. I'm at the feet of my 2 angels, and they have rescued me once again. The crucifixion will not end until God's judgment begins. Those who have persecuted me will reap once again. I'm not hating no more. I don't have no judgment. I don't have nothing against anybody no more. But I'm under construction. But today I wanted to share that with y'all. It was scary. People don't understand. I got nobody to run to because people just care about their mental materialistic crap, but they don't care about the life that they have in their hand. But it's time for me to take my life out their hands, but in God's hands, because He has laid a vision that this year's a big drastic change is gonna happen, and I don't want no toxic energy in His life. I will hand my crown down to my mini me, and I will live life, finally be happy. They won't understand until I'm gone. But I'm wondering now, if I'm gone, who will weep, who will sorrow, who will labor in my pain? Oh, I forgot. Nobody. But these two comforters I have in my life, they won't understand until it's gone.